Peace, what's going on guys? Today we're going to be talking about the LG Stylo 6 on the left and the Redmi Note 9 Pro right here on my right. This one does have a quad camera setup, triple camera setup to my left. You can see both devices are pretty large when it comes to the displays. They're both going to be IPS LCD. Now, I have a side-mounted fingerprint on the side of the Redmi Note 9 Pro, which is really quick. And this is a sort of a glass material on the back. It feels like a soft glass. Feels really nice. Also, the edges of this device feel really solid. It feels like real aluminum on the side rails of this device. It could be plastic though, but it feels really sturdy and it has a lot of weight to it. Feels really good. You also do get an LED flash right here, microphone, IR blaster up top, which is something that's really cool. The microphone down below, headphone jack down below, Type-C charging and speaker. Now on the LG Stylo 6, you do get your volume rockers right here, the space in between them. This one is a solid button for those volume rockers. We do get a Google Assistant button. The SIM tray remover tool is right below it, right here on the Google Assistant button. But the SIM tray tool remover is on this side of the device for the Redmi Note 9 Pro. And you can see that fingerprint is really accurate. We do have the stylus on the LG right here. Type-C speaker. Headphone jack right at the bottom as well, and noise cancellation mic at the top, and this button is your power button, so fingerprint on the back. So overall, both designs are pretty cool. Now when it comes to the weight of the LG Stylo 6, it's going to be 219 grams versus the weight of the Redmi, which is 209 grams. We also do get an 84 screen resolution, screen to body resolution on the Redmi with that punch hole cut out at the top. You can see that looks really crazy. And then on an 82 screen to body ratio on the LG Stylo 6 right here. So you can see both displays do look pretty nice, and they're both put directly all the way up. They do look really good when you're looking directly at them. Now we do have a 6.67 inch LCD IPS 20:9 aspect ratio on the Redmi Note 9 Pro with the 1080x2400 full HD display, 395 pixels per inch, high density display. Now the Redmi Note 9 Pro does have Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, multi-touch capacitive with scratch resistancy, and it does have some really nice just overall how that looks on the top with the camera cutout looks really good. We'll get into that camera in a little bit more detail. Now on the LG Stylo 6, we do have a 6.8 LCD IPS 21:9 1080x2460, so really high resolution screen as well, 60 more pixels versus the Redmi, but they both have 395 pixels per inch. Both have NFC as well. Screen recording on the Redmi Note 9 Pro, but we don't have screen recording on the LG Stylo 6 unless you download a third-party app. But overall, both devices do perform pretty nicely. You can get App Tray on Redmi just by going to, holding down on the screen right here. And you can actually access your options for your home screen. And it does give you the option for like a app drawer right here, which is kind of cool. So a lot of people actually are interested in that as well. So when it comes to the LG Stylo 6, we have a MediaTek Helio P35 MT6765. Now this is running with 3 gigabytes of RAM and also with 64 gigabytes of internal storage, so you can expand it, but only move the apps. You can't move your apps to the SD card, only like the pictures and videos and things of that nature. So just keep that in mind. But you're gonna be able to game pretty decently with this device. It's not the most highest graphic intensive phone for gaming, but it does have 3 gigabytes of RAM, so it's not gonna lag on you when you're gaming. It may be a little bit like sluggish at times, but overall the performance is really decent in this price point. So with the LG Stylo 6, like I said, it's going to be a pretty decent processing chip, P35. It's not the best one that I've ever used in this price point. There are many other chipsets that I would highly recommend over it, but like I said, the LG Stylo 6 is pretty decent. Now on the LG Stylo 6 we had the Power VR GE 8320, but we're using the Adreno 618 on the Redmi Note 9 Pro with the Snapdragon 720G. So that's 6 gigabytes of RAM, 4 gigabytes, 64 gigabytes of internal storage. You also do get a SIM card slot for expandable storage as well, so I definitely think that's a good thing. When it comes to gaming on this device, there's really no lag whatsoever. To the naked eye, it's honestly one of the best gaming devices. It has a cooling system inside as well, and I think that comes in handy for like heavy gaming on long time, when you're gaming for long periods of time. Also, this does have a really nice battery size as well. So I definitely think that's pretty cool, but you will enjoy the gaming performance on both of these devices. But when it comes to gaming overall, I definitely say that the Redmi Note 9 Pro is a little bit more efficient and more powerful. You could even play Fortnite on this phone, whereas you can't play that on the LG Stylo 6, so just keep that in mind. But I really like the buttons and how they click on the LG Stylo 6. It has a really nice click on the button, so I think that's pretty cool. Same thing with the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Now, as far as the cameras, the LG Stylo 6 has a 13 standard camera, 5 megapixel wide, 5 megapixel portraits, and on the front we get a 13 megapixel. Now on the Redmi Note 9 Pro we're getting a 64 megapixel standard, 8 megapixel wide angle lens, and a 2 megapixel for portraits, as well as a 5 megapixel macro. Now, the 16 megapixel on the front where the pop-up, where the not the pop-up but the little pop hole right there. So when it comes to the cameras, we are getting 4K on the Redmi, and it does give you 1080-60 as well. So that's kind of cool. You also do get Pro Mode video with the Redmi. You do get electronic image stabilization on the LG Stylo 6, and when it comes to video, it looks really nice. You could also get Gcam on here as well. So that's something that's really cool. 1080 30 frames per second on this device, as you can see right here. Alright, so when we take a look at the software of both of these devices, you can see that they're both running Android 10, and the Redmi Note 9 Pro does have higher scores on the single core and multi as well. So you can see some of the performance here. 6 gigabytes of RAM, some of it is used up. 3 gigabytes and some of it's used up right there. Here are some of the other scores as well. Now, I do like how both phones do have different ways to customize it in themes. LG does have Smart World, and this device does have the theme store. Now, they do have premium ones that you can choose from. All you have to do is watch an ad, and it'll let you download the premium one for free. So you just watch an ad, and you could find Smart View, Smart World here. And on Smart World, they will let you update the phone, you may have to do an update every once in a while, but now you can actually hit this one, premium. You watch, then you just watch the 30-second ad on there, and you can get the premium theme and everything like that. But you can see you get your themes as well on the LG, but you do have to pay for that content. Some of it is free, however, most of it you do have to actually pay for. Okay, so you can see now it says downloading. After that ad, I watched it, and now you can see it gives you this theme for free. Even though it was a premium, theme and everything, I didn't really have to pay. I just had to watch an ad. Then you can go ahead and apply the theme, which is kind of cool. So that looks really cool. They give you a wallpaper, they give you new icons and everything. So it just looks really sick. A new layout and everything like that. Obviously, the standout feature for the Redmi Note 9 Pro would be the cameras overall. And you can see, wow, that looks really cool. Let me see that. Swipe up from here. Get to your music or your camera. Now, the LG Stylo 6, the standout feature for this is the Stylo pen right here for artists. So this is for notes. Alright, then you can always change those colors, which is kind of cool. But hopefully you did find this comparison video helpful. It's your boy Serrano, and if you're new to the crew, subscribe, get notified for more videos. But if you're already subscribed, salute. But I'll catch you guys, in the meantime, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll get right with you. Peace.